getting ahead of myself, it might be a good idea to take the benefits of courtship, in which case I got to get in on this prestige guest action. So that's going into my active hand, and a nice draw on my victory point card. So now I get consecutive turns because of the rotation of the first player marker to me in Season 2. And let's rotate service. I've got to get, I think, a strong play chasing after their position with prestige guests. Since I have this lady, I'm going to come with these two. Ooh, I can't. Can I? Oh my gosh. Wow. Well, I am. Place that there, and then I'm going to take her and put there by refreshing a servant for 3 reputation, which is part of the favor of these two ladies. I still get 100 pounds. Don't get ahead of yourself, Dan. And I get those 2 critical invitations. I hate to refresh a servant at that expense, but I've got to get in this game. Now that's interesting. I did not hit upon a guest that invites a prestige guest, but I've got a serious money play brewing here. It's time to get into the cook and get playing these money guests early. I want to make up the gap that I have with them by building out my tableau with a lot of high-end tiles. So I'm pleased. Would have liked to have had one there. Break this down. Flip that over. And we'll go, oh, and I do have 200 pounds. And I am going to actually give up 2 reputation to grab this tennis court. Again, I'm right now I'm thinking a money play. This is all done off the top of my head, so I know there's some highly strategic individuals who are probably laughing at what I am doing. So we come in, oh, we have a flower room, so the flower room pushes. This is good for me because there's other avenues to prestige guests, but that stacks, and we need to fill there. So we come in, and look at that. We have our hybrid tile. This is the hybrid tile that is part of the upstairs-downstairs expansion. And we'll go over here and pick up this turn. We're going to rotate service. And let's see. I'm going to set you down and take a look at what I have. I have to pass. I only had 1 guest that I could play. So I'm going to slide these guests down here. And then I'm going to use the higher action on my pass. I'm going to come in here with the butler, and I'm going to hire 2 servants. And I think I'm going to get into the cook. And I don't like my money position over there. I really should get into a footman, but the hall boy is tempting. I've got to take the footman. So come over here. That's my hiring action. And I do flip that, which is to my advantage. Ties me over there, although they can certainly do a hiring action this season. I have only 100 pounds. No real reputation to play with, so my turn is over. Come over here. We now go to round 6, and we're going to have 2 objective cards, which are going to go in the hands of our players and stay there. Wow, I did get that tennis court. That's good. Boy, look at the green synergy here. Very interesting. So I retain those. Come that closed courtship at the end of that second season, I will part ways with one of those. Let's see what we got over here. Interesting. We also, some synergy on essentials. This person really wants essentials. Is he going to hang on to that study, not flip it? I don't know. So that's got some synergy as well. So we're back here on round 6. Let me set it down, take a look at what I have. It might be a good idea to discard those 2, huh? I too need to take I'm identifying myself with York, aren't I? York needs to take a pass as well and higher on the pass. Come up here. Going to definitely grab a cook for the other side of that ice house. I've got the 2 footmen, and because of the carriage house, and I can use a hall boy, and hall boy can help me with my money play, I'm going to go with a hall boy, retake the leadership here in a service courtship. We're going to go up here to round 7, fast season 2 here. Over here with Wessex, we need to rotate service. And I have the servants' quarters, and I have 2 guests, which I acquired in my big coup as it related to prestige guests. I need to get my reputation up to 2 so that I can use the cook to play these 2 guests, which would be 2 levels above the family's reputation, which is the power of the cook. So I need reputation. Unfortunately, what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to play the front parlor, because that's the only way I can get reputation of 3 or greater to get above level 1 to level 2. And in doing so, I have to use both my housekeeper and my lady's maid, which means that 1 guest right here that I want to play next turn with the cook, I'm not going to have the lady's maid. I have to think my way around that, because I have to do this now. I've got to get my reputation up. We have an invite. We're going to go ahead and use the head housemaid to screen the young lady's invite. We net 3 reputation, 1, 2, 3. Flip to level 2. And we have 2 screened first level invites. First one, this is the young ladies, which would normally not be screened. She's a good guest, my goodness. Oh, and Aston Webb. Wow, he's a promo card. Taking him, no question. Man, I got to discard her if I lost my mind. And the lady of the house in her screening function. Wow, the good guests are rolling. She's better than him. Put him over there. 2 great guests, man. Jeez, outstanding. Screening helps so much. Break this down. Do not flip that over. Now, again, I just don't have any money. I am not making much in the way of money plays. I've purchased 1 tile, and we are in round 6. My God. So we come back over here. We're going to round 7. We got this person who's purchased 1 tile. Amazing. Rotate service. Let me take a peek. So I'm going to play the ice house with my useful man to pick up 2 reputation. Flip that. Strengthens my position as it relates to courtship, because I get a bonus point on the backside of that tile. Now this circular arrows here means that the ice house flips back and forth. So once I've served a dessert course, I would have to flip back in order to go gather more ice. But I'm going to go ahead and make that play, which gets me to the 2nd level. A relatively modest turn, but I got something planned for next turn when I free up my cook from the 2nd level. Round 7 over here at the person who never renovates anything in their house, but has a bunch of high-end guests running around. Hopefully we're going to have some repair of that issue, as we are going to go to the bowling green. We're going to use the cook on the bowling green. That cook is going to enable me to invite prestige rating 4 guests. I'm providing service there. And I am going to do the unthinkable 1, 2, 3. And I am going to refresh that servant. And I am going to net the following. Pounds, we're going to have 500 pounds. Get one of those beautiful Nanny Narking coins. For reputation, none. For invitations, we have 2 second-level invitations. Very nice. Got all these people visiting in my crappy country estate. I'm going to rotate service, but now, oh, I get 1 reputation for the cook as well. Forgot that. That does not flip, but I finally have some money to spend. So let's go over with 600 to spend. I'm going to grab, I'm at level 2, I'm not at level 3. I want a path. If I grab a level 3 and I'm at a level 2, I'm going to have to replay a tile again. So I really need to take a level 2. I would love that south lawn, but I can't trade away. I've got 600. 1, 2, I can't do it. I'll be at level 1. Jeez, I got to take the flower room. So I'm going to take the flower room. That was for 400. Take this 500, put that over there. Come back here, and I am done. We have completed the second season, and here we are now going to reveal our second closed courtship. Sporting. That's fascinating because you just got burned. You were tied. You got the tennis court. You didn't play the tennis court instead of the ice house. I may be making some mistakes here, forgive me. But the courtship now goes over to Wessex, so I need to go to my refreshed deck here and find the lovely young lady. Wessex is going to take the reputation play of the gentleman with the young lady. And we get a victory point card here, which is 3 victory points and 200 pounds. My gosh, that person may use 200 pounds as they really continue to try to purchase things and renovate their country estate. So this is going to slide over here. We need to part ways with one of these, and clearly these 2 groups, oh, those 2 groups. If you ever ran into a couple libraries, oh my goodness gracious. Gonna dump this estate thing there. That's a long shot, but worth considering. I don't see this happening. I'm gonna go there. And now we are at the point at the end of season 2 where we do a prestige rating 1 reserve. So that flushes the riding stables, which causes me to grab a new tile, a servant's hall, which flushes to the tile 1 reserve, and I bring out a backer tile, the garden observatory. We can try to go comet hunting. We'll take a closer look at that in season 3.